The finale of Monster, the Ed Gein story, shows how Ed Gein's crimes didn't just scar his small Wisconsin town, but went on to inspire generations of killers and pop culture icons. This last episode moves between Ted Bundy's murders, FBI investigations, Richard Speck's prison life, and Ed himself in old age, still clinging to the shadow of his mother. The episode starts in Lake Sammamish, Washington, where Ted Bundy lures women with his fake arm injury. Bundy appeared normal and even charming while hiding brutal violence underneath. The moment he attacks and abducts two women sets the tone. The crimes Gein inspired have spread into something far darker and deadlier. Agents John and Robert meet with Jerry Brudos, the shoe fetish killer, who openly admits Gein gave him ideas. Brudos laughs at the serial killer label but makes it clear Gein's shadow loomed over his own crimes. That leads the agents to Gein himself, now elderly but still unsettling. He admits his killings were never about sex or power. They were about loneliness and trying to bring his mother back. When shown Bundy's victims, Gein doesn't flinch. Instead, he gives detailed advice on the tools Bundy is probably using. It's disturbing because he is right, and it shows how his twisted knowledge continues to feed the next generation of killers. From there, the story shifts to Richard Speck, who's thriving in prison by trading sex and drugs. He openly says Gein was his idol, praising how Gein beat the system by being locked in a hospital instead of executed. To Speck, Gein wasn't just another killer, he was proof that you could rewrite your own punishment. Richard sends Ed Gein a letter. In it, he brags that just like Ed inspired him, now he's inspiring someone else. This new guy is talking about going after a whole house full of college girls, letting the frenzy take over instead of fighting it. Right after that, the show cuts to Ted Bundy actually carrying it out. Ed clips Bundy newspaper articles like a proud mentor. Later, Deputy Will Stanton visits, and Ed drops the bomb that he knows the killer's name, Ted Bundy. He connects the dots from letters passed through Richard Speck, right down to the Beatles' horsepower and the co-ed's parted hairstyles. Sure enough, news breaks. Ted Bundy's arrested, matching everything Ed claimed. Ed brags that he solved the case, though nobody buys it. Back at the psychiatric facility, Ed complains to his doctor Roz about being stuck in limbo, too insane for prison but too dangerous for freedom. He insists he's been helpful, even claiming he helped catch Bundy by piecing together letters and articles. In his mind, he's still contributing to the world, but beneath it all, he's bitter that nobody believes him. His loneliness is still the driving force of his life. Roz drops the hammer. Ed's got stage 4 lung cancer, only a couple months left. She suggests he write his own story, but he brushes it off, saying others have already told it better. At the line, a woman from his past shows up too. He's angry she never wrote, wondering if she was even real. She admits she's sick herself, mental illness, swinging from mania to depression, and that reading about him pushed her into darker thoughts. She even admits she's writing a kill list. Ed tells her not to go through with it, but she insists they're alike. Before leaving, she says they're two peas in a pod, and he tells her he loves her. As his cancer spreads, Ed slips deeper into fantasies. He dreams of other infamous killers like Manson, Brudos, Kemper, and Speck, treating him like a legend, almost like he's at the center of a dark family reunion. Later, he finally imagines being reunited with his mother, Augusta. In his vision, she praises him for making the Gein name famous. That's all Ed ever wanted, to prove himself to her. It's a haunting way to go out, and in reality, he dies quietly in his bed. Even after death, Gein's influence doesn't fade. Teens are shown stealing his headstone, only to be chased off by Leatherface, a direct nod to how the Texas Chainsaw Massacre was inspired by him. The last image is Ed's ghost sitting on the porch beside Augusta, her knitting like nothing ever happened. She tells him only a mother could love him, and he smiles. The finale shows that Ed Gein wasn't the most prolific killer, but his crimes changed everything. He became the blueprint for horror villains and a dark inspiration for real-life killers like Bundy, Brudos, and Speck. In the end, his story isn't just about one man, it's about the ripple effect of violence, how one person's sickness can infect culture, crime, and memory for generations. And for Ed, all of it, every grave, every murder, every headline, was really just about trying to please his mother.